Welcome to Go for Side Effects. I'm your host, Kevin Simon. Y'all know my co-host, Wade. Wade, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fabulous. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, man. Well, I
You looking
never...
good tonight.
Yeah. Well, I will never in my lifetime give them ever a lead. I really want to say, though, Army, y'all blew it. Y'all blew that game. Y'all should have had it. Navy, good job. Not that good, but good job because you blew the 10-point lead I needed. And so both y'all just
It only takes
stomped
one
me.
to win. Navy succeeded in that, I will say.
No, absolutely they did not. No, no. I mean, I'll take the win. Don't get me wrong. I'll take the win. And so before we get started, y'all know the QR code right up here. Y'all go check it out. It's Dr. Glum's their research. They're going to be coming on the first of the year. And that's what this show is about tonight. Tonight is going to be all about what is coming up for the next year. So after this show is down or done, we're going to take it off and we're going to put it up New Year's Day. So this is actually going to be put on New Year's for our Thursday show. But with that being said, Wade, I'm looking forward to the new year.
Absolutely.
I'm actually looking forward to getting over with this podcast and washing this stuff off my face.
I bet you are. Did you bring that lipstick? Lip?
What are you trying to say, Wade?
He's looking a little on the light. Looking a little light tonight, brother.
This is terrible. I can't believe you make me do this.
Puck. There you go. Puck. There you go. Yeah, you got.
God, that's nasty, dude. I don't know how anybody wears this stuff. Well, okay. So you're going to enjoy this, aren't you? Because of last year. All right. So next year, I see a lot of stuff that we should come up with next year. Like one of the things I would like to see, and y'all put in the chats what y'all would also like to see. So one of the things I would like to see is actually get a doctor, an outside doctor, not from the VA, not associated with research or anything, a regular doctor, and talk about the ICD codes, and to see what their perspective of it is. What do you think?
I think that'd be great. I just unbiased opinion.
Yeah, because
a Desert Storm veteran comes in, presents this to them. How are they going to interpret it? What are they going to do for the veteran?
right,
If anything,
yeah.
Does it change anything?
And also, I would also like, in which I think this is a great idea, which we're going to post this later on today or tomorrow, but a veterans wish list of what the veterans of Desert Storm would like to hear for next year. Of course, we're going to get more people on. We're going to, hear more stories. And one of the things that I'm really looking forward to is a love story of two people that met in Desert Storm and during Desert Storm and served together, and then they end up marrying. So I think that would be really cool.
Now, don't you forget, I am very excited about the ladies. I don't know if it's appropriate to say ladies, females, soldiers. I'll say the female soldiers from the 307th Medical Battalion, 82nd Airborne. A group of them are going to be coming on after the first of the year to tell their story from Desert Storm. I'm excited to hear that story.
I like getting their perspective of what the war was like, because you don't really know from a woman's side. I mean, we've had a few on, but I don't think we really ever asked them, like, what did y'all really expect to do out there? And then,
what I'm excited about these is, I know a couple of them, and I don't think they'll hold back. I think they're gonna, they'll tell it straight.
Yeah, that's the one thing about it. I expect them to tell it straight.
Yeah,
and I expect everybody to tell it straight. And also, what was the other stuff that we were talking about, man? Some of the stuff that we would like to see come on. What's your wish? What is your wish list?
Well, I would really, we had already reached out, but I would really like to, hopefully somebody from the Desert Storm Memorial Committee would hear this, see this, and get a hold of us, and we'd like to get somebody on from the board of directors to come on here and let's talk about the memorial and talk about the dedication date, and let's get some excitement built around it.
Right. And that's the one thing that I think I would like to do, and you would like to do, is that's one of our goals next year. We're going to go, and I'm literally going to take off of work. I know that's very surprising to everybody, but I'm going to take off, and I'm going to go and with Wade and our producer is going to go up, and we want to do podcasts. We don't only just want to podcast while we're up there. We also want to meet with we're going to try to knock on every senator's door, and we want to talk to them about, are they going to dedication, what do they think about Desert Storm vets, of research and stuff that we can do. And so that to me is going to be exciting, because I really want to knock on these senators' doors, and I want to get their opinion. I want to have, hey, instead of bringing just researchers in, why don't you go and listen to what these guys have to say on our podcast and understand what these vets went through. And
right.
The other thing is,
hopefully, if it works out, we're going to be able to podcast live, during the ceremony. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of veterans that aren't going to be able to make it to the dedication. And if we can broadcast live, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, and we also are going to go and want to do a press. We want to do a press release. We want to go into the White House and do a press release and ask some more questions.
That's right.
But I don't know how y'all wear long hair. My goodness, look at this. I'm like, is it in my eyes? And Ron, Ron.
Mr. Ron Brown wants to chime in. I'm very excited to get him on here in the very near future as well. So,
yeah,
I will say, you see how long your hair is right now, Kevin?
Yes.
I was 16 years old and my hair was that length.
Did you wear this kind of makeup?
I did not wear that kind of makeup.
Are you sure, Wade?
I did have hair that length.
But I don't see how, man. It's freaking hot. Man, I think I'm more sweating. Oh my gosh. Raquel, thank you so much. Kevin looks amazing. So, a little background on Raquel here. She is one of my wife's best friends. Well, her daughter did my makeup last year because I lost a bet with an A&M Longhorn. Well, I think it was A&M Longhorn, something like that. And I lost. And I looked amazing then too, but I had to wear literally a dress and everything. They didn't make me wear high heels. And I'm starting to, I need to stop betting. That's why I need to stop.
1-800, man.
Yeah, 1-800. Yeah, I need to call Game Anonymous and says, hey, I got this problem, man. I got this wig I got to put on and all this stuff. I really need to stop this. The other stuff I would like to see, though, is I want to see civilians who've never been in the military. I want them to start asking questions. I want them to come up with, okay, so as we sit back, and I remember Desert Storm, but what was it like for y'all? Them kind of questions, and I want civilians to interact. I would also like to get the Gulf War babies. That's another one. I want to get a group of them on here. So if you're listening, Shelly, hate to call her name out, I would love for her to come on.
Or Michelle, Shelly or Michelle.
Or Michelle, yeah, Michelle also, man. I mean, they have a great site and.
Oh yeah, absolutely, phenomenal site and very active, and they know what they're talking about.
Right. We will have a good show. Good luck in DC and everything. We're
Ron. We were good luck to you, and we are very anxiously waiting to see what transpires, and be waiting for a phone call.
Yes. And I mean, I'll tell you what, I want to also, I hope Ron's listening. Yeah, even if it's not, he can listen to it later. That guy does a lot for us. Ron Brown does a lot. He doesn't get paid. This dude,
$1 a year. One.
Yeah. $1.
$1.
This dude goes out and he advocates for us. he's pushing a lot of stuff that is amazing. He is a really good guy. He's a good country boy, man. He's about the most laid back country boy I've ever met. He's a guy you don't want to get in a fight with.
Right.
Them guys scary.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to get in a fight with me neither, looking like this. You're gonna get red lipstick
You
all
know
over
what?
you.
You know what's even more intimidating?
Oh God.
Well, you need to just put a little bit more of
Oh,
that red.
no, this is not fair.
Yeah, what man? So yeah, but so on my list as of now, I have 10 people, ideas, um, written down to go into the new year. So a couple researchers we haven't had on yet.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping that we're going to get somebody from American University with the diet study. That'd
Oh
be great.
yeah, that'd be
I
awesome.
know they got to be coming to the end, and I don't think they're recruiting. I don't care about the recruiting. I want to kind of see where they're at on results and what get some input.
You know who I would like to have come on here? Dr. Haley.
That'd be great.
I would love Dr.
That
Haley to come on
open
here.
invitation.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Why not?
open invitation. Anybody out there know Dr. Haley? I have open invitation. I have a lot of questions, and so do you. I know you do. So if anybody knows Dr. Haley personally, I promise not to dress like this.
I put a bug in the bug in the ear of down
Yeah.
at the Roscamp Institute down in Florida. Great people. Been down there 6 times, and would love to have them come on. And I know they're doing a little bit. I don't think they're getting very extensive like a couple of the other ones are, but I know they do have some things going on.
You know something, Wade? The other thing that I thought about that I thought would be pretty cool, like one day I would like to have my mom come on. My dad will not. No way. No way. But I would like to have my mom come on and look at perspective as a mother that their son is off at war and they hear the news.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And also the other thing that I thought about is anybody out there that is still in contact with their pen pal from the military? That's another show I've been really wanting to do. I think a pen pal story would be really good. I mean, that's inspirational. I don't remember them doing that during Iraqi freedom and Afghanistan like they did Desert Storm.
Not like they did there. Yeah, no, that was huge outreach there.
Yeah, and then the other one that I want to also get into this year is I want to get more into the the paratroopers, you guys. I want to get more into more depth about like step by step, like the guy controlling uh the helicopter or airplane, whatever y'all jump out of, like the pilot. I want to talk to the pilot. I'd also like to get somebody who is a pilot.
I was going to say that might be
Yeah,
an Air Force question.
right. Well, I mean, does Air Force fly while y'all jump out?
Yeah, Air Force got to fly the plane.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Army doesn't have its own pilots?
No, we got the Air Force.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
It's a big old team, man.
Big old team.
Yeah,
Navy, I guess so, because Marines fly and then Navy flies. I guess so. I guess
yeah.
you're right. Everything.
Yeah, I think getting a pilot on would be great.
I think it'd be really awesome.
Yeah, helicopter pilot, plane pilot, any kind of a pilot.
Yeah, yeah. I tell you what, I don't care what anybody says. Well,
I would like to see a tanker. I was in contact with a tanker on Facebook, and somehow I lost contact with him.
Oh yeah.
Guy, I cannot remember what the battle was actually called. It was the first battle of Desert Storm with the tankers. It was like the biggest battle since World War II, and the American tankers kicked their ass. And he was red-blooded to the core, diehard. But I would love to get a tanker on here.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. I'd also like to get, and this is one of my biggest wish lists right here. And so, I would like to get a Navy SEAL that was over there. That's one of the ones I really want to, because I mean the intensity of training and everything you hear about. And so what?
Yeah, 76 Hastings. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, and I would love to get somebody from the SEAL team. Hey, Delta Force, that'd be an awesome one. I like to get somebody special forces is what I'm saying. I mean, really and truly, we're all special, and we're all in the forces, but we're not special forces.
Yeah.
We're just
Hey,
special.
everybody raise his hand. Everybody has a job.
That's right. That's right. And everybody plays a key role. Everybody plays a key role. But I will say this, to me, the best pilots that I knew that were out there were the Chinook pilots, and they were female. And them ladies were not scared to, mm, they weren't scared of nothing, man. Some of the stuff that they were flying through and some of the stuff they did, it was amazing. And so I would like to get a definitely a female pilot. I did reach out to a couple of female pilots, but nobody's reached back to me. So I'm still working on that. What's else on your wish list?
Oh boy.
I wish never to make this bet again.
Well, you better be thinking of something for next year. It's gonna come back around just like your birthday.
Yep, yep. Man, I tell you what God's green earth was I thinking giving you a 10-point
Yeah,
lead.
10 points. Well, yeah, I think you just felt sorry for me last year. You remember last year I sat there and I had all that. Remember that lipstick stuff? And I was sitting. I had to go back out in Vegas with that shit
Yeah.
on my face. Oh
Did
man.
you? That's terrible. I would
Remember that?
never make it. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. What
The
what are you
thing is,
trying to
I
say?
just blended right in. It didn't matter. There were already a bunch of freaks out there. I just blended right in with the crowd. No big deal. But
Yeah,
still,
I did. I felt bad for making y'all reapply it. I really did. I really did. I felt horrible about that with
bad
you.
enough that you just need to reapply again.
So, no, I'm gonna waste all this lipstick. I promised my granddaughter to give it to her. By the way, my granddaughter Annie, she is the magician on this tonight, and so, mm-hmm. Um, God, I don't know how women wear this stuff.
You're not supposed to lick it. Yeah.
And I just I could hear out of the corner of my ear that I hear my granddaughter laughing, so she must watch me apply it. So she is my makeup artist. She did a great job. I'm sure I'm gonna be doing plenty more of these with her over in time. You know, when she wants to do a play date, everything. Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. I want to do a really bad ass commercial. Okay. And I want to do a commercial where it has to do with our children and our grandchildren. I got what I want to do, and it's going to be really good. And so, well, I'm gonna have to talk to you about that on details. And the one thing I want to do is also give an update like 3 days before a show. I got to work on that, giving an update on what's coming up on our show, so everybody understands and they'll see it. But the wish list to me is probably the biggest, if I had to say, really. I want a veterans wish list. So each and every one of y'all put a note down, write it down, and y'all please let us know what y'all want. I'll post it on our Facebook, and y'all tell me what y'all want to hear about.
Yeah, any kind of topics, guests. We'll do our best to get it and get it done. Absolutely.
And I'm going to bring a couple previous guests back on too, Wade.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of them I want to bring back on that we did in the very beginning. I want to do some updates, see how they're doing. I know one of them had back surgery. I felt bad for them. Oh, and I have a question for each and one of y'all out there. The other thing I would like us to get into more is about upcoming stuff for the VA, what the VA is doing and everything. So today, believe it or not, I got a call from a massage therapist, and it's not your regular massage therapist. Okay. This one, they're talking about they're going to be using nitrogen on me, putting inside of they put you inside of like a contraption, and they drop it down to negative something degrees. I think they said like 43, something like that, and they only do it just for a little bit, and it's enough. And what it does is supposed to open up. And when they bring me out, they're going to put me straight into red light therapy. And what they're going to do is they're going to work on one problem at a time. They're not going to try to just work on the numbness of my hands. They said, let's go to the biggest, let's get down to the smallest. And they're guaranteeing in 6 months, I will be more ready to go than I have been in years. And they were guaranteeing it. That's the weird part. And they were saying that they're trying to get the VA. They're going to send in permission to do another therapy. They don't know if the VA will pay for it because it's like $1,500. But they're saying it's for people with real bad neuropathy. And so she was asking me, so what is your biggest problem? I said, well, from the bottom of my butt down, I'm on my right side, bottom of my butt, all the way down on my feet, it just burns. And she said, that's the first thing we're going to work on. She said, I promise you, I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to make you do things you do not want to do, but you're going to do them. And I guarantee you, when you walk out, you're going to feel 10 times better in that one leg. And I'm like,
is this something that went to like care in the community?
this is care. This is care in the community.
Okay.
And they literally have an app. I'm not going to say the name yet until I see how it works and everything, because I don't want to give out names and stuff, but apparently they're contracted with the VA for this kind of therapy for neurological. And I heard of people they get ports put in them, and they do some kind of thing. You know how chemo treatments, they do ports. Well,
Right.
there's another thing they do, that they do ports. I've heard of that. I asked them about that. They said absolutely not. That only works for a minimum of 2 to 3 months. What they do, they want it to work for the rest of my life. And so I was like, I can go with that. They said, we're going to get the feelings back in your hand, feelings back in your feet. We're going to get the pain stopped. We're going to work on your back and all that. I was like, man, golly, this is incredible. And so, I mean, that person sounded more pumped about it than what I sounded.
That's optimistic. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so, and the other thing we also need to, because I told Wade about, some programs that states have. And there's a lot of things people don't know about state programs. So I think we need to dig deeper into the state programs. And also, people out there, if you're listening, y'all know about, there's a lot of nonprofit organizations out there, like Texas hunts, Louisiana has hunts, Iowa probably has hunts, fishing. They're called therapeutic stuff, and I want to focus more on that this year also. So if we can focus more on what we can do to help with y'all, that's what we're going to do. We're not going to downplay the VA. We're not going to downplay anybody. Everybody's going to have a role in this. The other thing I would like to see done is I want to work on the VA system a little bit different. I think every VA should be exactly the same. Houston should be like Iowa. Iowa should be, well, let me rephrase this. Texas and Iowa are about the same. We get really good care. I believe that when I go to the doctor, I feel like that they care. But the people up in the Northwest and the Northeast, there's rural areas and stuff like that. They're not getting the care that they need. So I think one of the things we're going to do is, when we go up to Washington, D.C., is we're going to talk to congressmen about, we know how we can change the VA system, but we need your help. Every VA system should care about their vets as they were their own family members. That's going to be our motto for that. And so I am going to try to also get top VA people to come on our show. I'm going to really work on that. And I want to explain to them. I mean, you got bad apples everywhere. Everywhere you go, everything you do, you got bad apples. I mean, you're going to have, Houston has them. Everybody has them. But the one thing is you got people that really do care. And them are the people we need to bring out and make them shine. So that way we can make the bad people want to shine with the good people. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
I think this wig is doing something to me. I really do. I really do. What's you got anything else on your wish list?
No, I think that's a good thing. Just like you said, the different programs. I was just helping a veteran. Um, the veteran had a lot of mobility issues with his legs, and he had a normal bathtub. He needed a walk-in shower. And that's something we can talk to Ronald Brown when we get him on. But like I called Ron, I said, "Hey, how do we get this done?" And he basically walked us through the process. There you go. Just a little more. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
I knew you were about to ask for it, so I might as well have done it.
But we, and Ron said you have to ask before they can tell you no. And so, long story short, in a short amount of time, realistic, this veteran now has a converted bath into a walk-in shower, which he really needed. With handlebars, the handicap handle, all 100% paid for by the VA,
Yeah,
and
and so
the process was actually really simple.
I'm gonna also tell you another thing I would like us to do. I would like us to actually pick a couple of veteran families that we can all work on. Everybody out there can work on this and think about it. It if everybody could pick one family in their community that a veteran or even non-veteran, I don't care, but more veteran because a lot of them are struggling, like a spouse that lost her husband or a husband that lost his wife and conflict or anything, and we do something for them for Thanksgiving or Christmas for the spouse and their families. I want to work on that next year, and there's an angel tree program that's really good for the Salvation Army does, Raquel and my wife and all them, four families are gonna have they bought everything on this. I've never seen I tell you what, I give my wife credit. The one thing I will definitely give my wife a lot of credit on besides putting up with me and wearing this is she is a giver. Man, she gives, she does great job, and I mean and her friends are the same way. And you gotta love them people. And so, I think we should also work on that next year of having people in places all over the United States that we can say in towns like, hey, y'all please pick one person out of your town, even if it's a rural area or big city, we can always find somebody in need.
No, it sounds great.
Yeah, and then I wanna work on the betting. The betting, and by the way, John, Kevin is in his uniform. Thank you, John, I really appreciate that. And, so today, y'all let me know this in the chats. I would like to know this in the chats. I got a call from a buddy of mine, and he got rated for chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia at 0%. Have you ever heard of that?
I have heard of that.
And the funny thing is, I'm not gonna say his name, but this guy has literally a cane. He actually has handicap bars all through his house so he can walk. And I don't understand how they they rated him at 0% when he has all this stuff. And the VA knows he has this stuff. And so I was talking to him. I said he needed to go for a higher review. Somebody like that, they need it. If it was somebody that was like, hey, I got, 0% and, I still fully work and,
I run marathons.
I run marathons and I do stuff. I tell them, you don't need it. You don't need it right now. Not until it wears and tears on your body and everything. I mean, I know some people will argue that, but my thing is I'd rather the guys who are suffering, who I mean can barely make it, really need it now. And that's the thing I'm finding is some of the stories out of here. Oh, that's the other thing that brings me to our next upcoming one of our upcoming topics is home assistance.
Oh yeah.
We need to really help the people with home assistance. We worked on that a couple years ago. We helped some people out. So home assistance, and this will go for us Desert Storm vets, looking at Vietnam vets and helping them out. Because a lot of them people don't know that they can file for that stuff. Uh,
It might be helping out some of our Desert Storm vets as well.
yeah, right. Uh, the other one that I would like to see is getting somebody from the crisis hotline on here. That to me would be one of the best stories of them all
Yep.
that we can do. And I mean, I just feel so beautiful about this.
You look beautiful.
Well,
I mean,
thank you.
I'm
Thank
glad you feel beautiful
I,
because you
I
do look
I
beautiful.
just don't know why nobody in the comments are writing that. I mean, that's pretty mean. I did get Kevin in his uniform. I gotta admit, that's a comment of the day right there. John gets so far, he gets the comment of the day. And then what else you got? What else you got for me, Bubba?
I do. Being from Iowa, I do want to send out, our prayers and thoughts to the family of Sergeant Howard and Sergeant Torres that were killed this last weekend while serving in Syria, and hopefully speedy recovery to the other members that were wounded. Iowa National Guard. So, I know it sucks. We all have conditions. We're not feeling the best, a lot of the times. But I know I'm going to be with my family this Christmas, and I know these families are going to be hurting. So just keep that in the back of your mind that we lost two great ones over the weekend.
Right.
So every day I wake up, I feel fortunate. And
Oh
I feel
yeah.
fortunate to be on this podcast. To put that out there.
What did Bobby right now?
Oh.
Praying for your pain goes away. Go back to somewhere. Yeah, yeah, Bobby, you gotta get a haircut. What? My wife walked by and saw you. The look on her face. Tell her, I don't even know what to tell her. Just tell her that Kevin should never bet on the Navy with a 10-point lead. All right. I am proud of my team for winning. Congratulations to the Navy.
Yep, Navy did good.
Congratulations. Navy did good, but they didn't do good enough.
Not good enough for you.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And
They had a pretty good showing. I'll give it to that. They had a great showing.
they actually came out to play some ball, man.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I just want y'all to know. So I'm watching the game, and I'm over there, man. Navy scores right off the bat, and
I can see. I bet you were screaming.
I did. I almost took weight, and I was like, "Yeah, buddy, you're gonna be wearing that lipstick all over again." And I said, "You know what? I better not say anything because he would have that in writing right now." And so, so I was like, And then when I got towards the end of the game, I didn't text Wade. I didn't text him at all. And then a little bit later, I did tell him congratulations, and he was like, "Yeah, buddy, you just wait." and then John, he sends me a text that he made this bet with us too, and so if he wouldn't be on here with us right now. So I would have called him up and said, "I don't care. You made that bet. You're getting on there. I don't care."
I don't want to suffer alone.
So yeah, no, I don't care who suffers. I didn't want to suffer. So, we got great episodes coming up. We really do. So we won't be here for Christmas or New Year's doing the show because it's on a Thursday.
We still have another show this Thursday.
Well, this Thursday we do have a show, and we have a really great show for you. And it's actually a female perspective.
It is.
besides my own.
Major Carino.
Yeah. And so we got that coming up this Thursday, so that's exciting. And then the next Thursday is Christmas, and we do already have a pre-recorded show, and we also we have this show that's going to be pre-recorded. It's pre-recording, but it's going to be up for New Year's. So we got some really great shows coming up, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for the first of the year, the very first show of the year. I'm not giving it away. We're going to leave it, and then we're going to dig right into it. And we're going to go with boots on the ground. And we're going to be running with this thing. And we're going to have so much. Wade, what did he say? Wade, it took him a while to do the math. John, where do you come up with this stuff, man? It took you a while to come up with that comment. I'll tell you what, you guys. And and the funny thing is I got to see my customers the rest of this week and the next week. Boy, am I going to get harassed about this. Wait till my dad sees this. He's going to feel like a proud dad. And so, he's going to be like, what the heck? What did he get himself into? All right, guys. So we're coming up to the end of the show. So there's a couple little things right before we go that I like y'all to do. Okay. So first one is if you have, any show ideas, you can contact us at kevinsimon@goforsideeffects.com, at kevinsimon@goforsideeffects.com. You get a hold of me and Wade on Facebook. Y'all send us through Messenger. Any way y'all want to do it. If you would like us to tell your story, by golly, we will do it, man. We also you can access our bonus stuff as Patreon at goforsideeffects.com. But we also do our after show also now on Facebook. And we are targeting to get to a percentage. So that way it's going to help us get to DC. We're not getting paid to do the show. We don't get paid to do the show. But we like to get up to DC, and this will help us get there. And that way we can try to get a whole bunch of stuff done while we're up there. Also, I know it's the holiday season coming up. Crisis hotline number 988, press 1 or text 838-255. Trust me, they saved my life. They can save yours too. And then, if you need to get a hold of the VA, I'm just going to do it. 1-800-827-1000. If you got questions about you need a new primary care, you want to talk to a patient advocate, you want to start getting enrolled, this is where you're going to go. And I'm not going to show the Go Navy beat Army because I feel like I've been beat. But is there anything else, Wade, you'd like to say?
No, I think that we got pretty well covered it tonight.
Right. We will see y'all this Thursday. We're going to have Major Carino on here. We're going to enjoy the show. It's going to be a blast. I will be out of uniform according to John. So y'all have a great night. We will see y'all this Thursday.